With all my strength to defend our unity and uphold our honor and glory. So help me God. Almighty God, Creator and ruler of heaven and earth, we beseech thee to inspire and guide all our counsels and actions, so that we may always walk in the path of justice, love, and charity to one another. Help us with thy grace to do only those things that will promote the unity, peace, happiness, and prosperity of Nigeria. Honorable colleagues, I have examined and approved the votes and proceedings of Tuesday, 9th December 2025. Any member with petition? Any member with petition? None? We need to move for his impeachment. He is around, and if he cannot have any petition for us, then he does not justify to continue being the chair. Honorable colleagues, I have a motion coming from Right Honorable Barrister Komoti Bitrus Laori, Chairman Committee on Public Petition and member representing Demsa Numan Lamur, the Federal Constituency of Adamawa State, who, in his own opinion, his motion is urgent for your attention. With your kind permission, I will ask him to rise up and move the motion for your consideration.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Komoti Bitrus Laori. I speak for the people of Jamsan Numan Lamude Federal Constituency. Right, Honorable Speaker, I have a matter which I consider urgent. It's the extrajudicial killing of an unarmed woman protester in my constituency by the military 2 days ago. And I feel this matter is urgent and should be taken now, and I come under Order 8, Rule 4, and I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to the first leg? Honorable Tunji.
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Abdurrahim Tunji Olawi. I represent the good people of Ekiti. It's in Report Federal Constituency. I'm from Kwara State. I rise to second the motion that this matter is urgent enough for us to take this morning by my colleague. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Second leg of the motion. My dear brother.
Your Excellency, my name is Prince Ayuba Abokizaku Dampar, member representing Ukari Ibi. I'm standing here to second the second leg of the motion. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable Komoti, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. I'm most obliged. I move out the House notes with deep concern the ongoing violent conflicts in Lamude local government area of Adamawa State, which have resulted in loss of lives, destruction of property, and rising tension among communities already burdened by insecurity. Further notes that these disturbances are occurring at a time when the nation continues to grapple with widespread insecurity caused by criminal bandits, terrorists, and kidnappers, making it imperative that the situation in Lamude does not escalate. Disturbed by the killing of 8, and as at this morning, 2 more have died, so 10 unarmed women, including a 13-year-old, by personnel of the Nigerian military during a peaceful demonstration in Lamude local government, and injuring over 30 others with life-threatening injuries and fractures who are currently receiving treatment in both Numan General Hospital and other private hospitals. Worried that this tragic incident mirrors similar occurrence in Dong Lawaru, Kadamchi, Zoruwe, Shafaron communities in 2017, where civilians suffered at the hands of security personnel without any meaningful investigation, prosecution, or compensation, suggesting a troubling pattern of impunity. Condemns in strong terms the killings of unarmed civilians, which is inhuman, unjustifiable, and constitutes a gross violation of fundamental human rights guarantee under the Constitution of Nigeria. Cognizant of the need to restore public trust in security institutions through accountability, transparency, and strict adherence to rules of engagement. Concern that failure to act urgently may lead to further breakdown of law and order, loss of lives, and deepening of communal grievances. Accordingly, urge this House to resolve, condemn unequivocally the extrajudicial killing of unarmed women protesters in Lamude local government, call for an immediate, transparent, and independent investigation in the killings to identify and prosecute all security personnel found culpable. Mandate the House Committee on Human Rights Defense and Internal Security to visit Lamude on fact-finding mission and report back to the House within 2 weeks. Urge the Chief of Defense Staff to direct all military personnel deployed in Lamude across Adamawa State to exercise maximum restraint, maintain professionalism, and strict adherence to the rules of engagement in discharge of their duties. Mandate Committee on Legislative Compliance to ensure compliance. And finally, observe a minute of silent invocation for the disease. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Honorable Maki.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I'm Abubakar Maki Eleman. I'm from Jigawa State. I represent Malamudori Kaugama Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the matter as moved by my honorable colleagues to be seconded. Thank you, sir.
That is have it. This motion is referred to the Committees on Human Rights, Defense, and Internal Security for further legislative action. Shall we rise for a minute silence, please? May the soul of the departed rest in peace. The next motion is coming from Honorable Barrister Omosede Ebenedium, member representing Ovia Northeast and Ovia Southwest Federal Constituency of Edo State. Honorable Omosede, can you rise and move your motion, please?
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honourable Speaker, distinguished honourable colleagues. I remain Right Honourable Omosede Gabriela Ebenedion, representing the people of Ovia Northeast and Ovia Southwest Federal Constituency of Edo State. Today, I crave your indulgence to move this matter of urgent public importance under Order 8, Rule 5, on the urgent need to reject the proposed ceding of parts of Edo State for the creation of Torobi State. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I so move.
Honorable Saidu, you want to second the first leg of the motion?
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Said Musa Abdullahi. I represent the people of Bida, Gwakokacha Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Niger State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to second this all-important motion, ably moved by one of the newest colleagues in the House, and I crave the indulgence of the House to take the motion under the specified rules. Thank you.
Thank you for the assistance. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is a bit. The only comrade from Kano.
Mr. Speaker, I'm a barrister.
I'm sure you love that title.
The barrister title, I love it.
The second comrade.
No. Mr. Speaker, the People's Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, my name is Barrister Muhammad Bello Shehu, representing the people of Fege Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kano State, and I rise to second the second leg of this all-important motion as moved by our Sabonzu, our newest member in the Parliament. Mr. Speaker, yes, I should second. Thank you.
Tomorrow.
Honorable, please.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable Barrister Mosede, you have the floor. But I don't have a copy of your motion here. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. The House notes with grave concern the recent proposition made during a South-South geopolitical zone meeting wherein the creation of Torobi State was suggested, with parts of Edo State, particularly from Ovia and Ikbobaka local government areas, being earmarked for inclusion in the proposed state. Further notes that the affected communities such as Ugoton, Siloko, Agyamuba, Udo, Ekenwa, Ikoro, Obazua, Ologbo, and surrounding riverine areas are foundational to the Benin Kingdom and hold deep ancestral, historical, and
Members,
cultural
please, let's be
significance.
seated. Let's be seated. The session
Edo
is
people.
on. A member is on. Please, let's be seated. Order, please.
Recognizes that the Benin Kingdom, which is over 1,200 years old, is one of the oldest and most sophisticated pre-colonial civilizations
Honorable
in
BS.
Africa.
Honorable BS. Bamdele Salam, please, sir.
Globally renowned for its advanced political structure, urban development, military organization, and the world-famous Benin bronzes, which continue to define Nigeria's cultural heritage in global institutions. Alarmed that any attempt to cede such historically significant lands, Edo lands, constitutes a threat to the territorial integrity of Edo State and a violation of the cultural and ancestral rights of the Edo people, which may provoke widespread unrest and undermine national unity. Worried that if allowed to proceed, this proposal could set a dangerous precedent by encouraging further unconstitutional claims to indigenous lands under the guise of state creation. Acknowledges the importance of inclusive development and state creation and national growth, but insists that no such initiative must come at the expense of a people's identity, history, or sovereignty. Resolves to 1, condemn in the strongest terms the proposed ceding of any part of Edo State for the creation of Torobi State. 2, affirm that no individual, political, caucus, or regional group has the authority to offer any portion of Edo State land without the consent of its people and constitutional process. 3, call on the federal government, particularly the President, Senate President, and Speaker of the House of Representatives, to reject any recommendation involving Edo territory in the proposed new state. 4, urge all stakeholders in the South-South region to refrain from actions that threaten the unity and historical integrity of constituent states. 5, mandate the committees on constitutional review, intergovernment affairs, state creation to investigate the matter, uphold state boundaries, and engage relevant stakeholders to ensure transparency and equity in any future state creation discussions. Reaffirm the commitment of the Edo people and people of Edo State to defend their land, heritage, and historical identity, and declare that Edo land is not up for negotiation. Edo State will not cede an inch. Oba Tokwe Ise, I so move.
Any seconder? My dear brother, I think you want to contribute, right? After your contribution, please go ahead and second as well.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I remain Honorable Esosa Yahweh. I represent Uredu Federal Constituency in Edo State. Mr. Speaker, Uredu has one of the most revered monarchs in sub-Saharan Africa. I would like to give a brief snippet before I second. This is the Benin monarch. And Mr. Speaker, these lands and this proposed state, most of the communities around the riverine areas of Edo State will be affected. For example, you have Ugoton. Ugoton is the only gateway, one of the major gateways, water gateways to Edo State and Benin. It has a very vast, significant historical value, and there are a lot of ancestral stories to that area of Edo State. And it is even confirmed that most of the coronation of the Obas of Benin happens in most of all those communities. So, Mr. Speaker, the proposed creation of this state would affect the economic value of Edo State. Not only that, it will affect the rights of an average Benin man. So, Mr. Speaker, I strongly support this motion, so as all the House of Rep members of Edo South and some other zones in Edo State. And for that, I would like to second this all very important motion, that this motion should be considered by every other person from the South-South, and the Constitutional Review Committee should do the needful. I second, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker,
He has already moved for secondment. You cannot contribute anymore. Pardon? You are on the other side. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you, most revered Honorable Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Chief Mitema Obodo, and I speak for Ogbeya Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, the constituency of the mover of the motion and my constituency seems to have some similarity. Ogbeya and Ovia constituencies. Mr. Speaker, first, with all humility, I think procedurally, the seconder of the motion went beyond seconding the motion and was already debating.
No, he
but
has
it's
already,
because we looked at the mood of the chair, sir.
For my permission.
It's all right, Mr. Speaker. I'm going to the debate, sir. Mr. Speaker, the motion before this House is dead on arrival. I say so because, Mr. Speaker, this is a procedural constitutional issue. Now, it is constitutional in the sense that the proposal for the creation of the state was brought before this House, and public hearings, several public hearings have taken place, not only here in Abuja, even in the regions. And so whatever submissions that these people have, or that my honorable colleagues have, should have been made at the public hearings. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, the Constitution of this country allows for freedom of association, assuming, without necessarily conceding, Mr. Speaker, that this protest was coming from the communities that are supposed to or proposed to be in the Toribe state, then one will give it some listening ear. Those communities have decided to join the new Toribe state that has been proposed. Besides that, I think we have gone too far for us to come and kill the entire process with a mere motion. It is my belief, Mr. Speaker, that since the chairman of the Constitutional Review Committee is... Hello? Yes, since the subject matter falls within the Constitutional Review Committee and your deputy is the chairman, I will want us to please refer this matter to the deputy speaker and let us look at it critically because we have moved beyond that stage.
Thank you,
Mr. Speaker.
my dear brother. Please let us not overheat this. What Honorable did is right. There is nothing wrong with it. We need to understand that this is an issue that will be voted for or against during our constitutional review process. So this is just like an information to all the members, those who may not necessarily want the earlier position should take note that not everyone is in support. So there is nothing wrong in what she did. And secondly, the referral is already to the Constitution Amendment Committee. So I think there is nothing wrong. But from here, we will be able to know. When we put the question, members will be able to tell us whether they are in agreement with our own stand or not. If they are, there is another layer coming later when we are going to vote. This particular aspect will be put to vote here in the House, and it will be an opportunity. It will be an opportunity for members again to show whether they are in support or against. So I think there is no any controversy as far as this motion is concerned. And since we already got a secondum, with your kind permission, I will put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Constitutional Review for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, the last but not the least is a motion coming from Right Honorable Said Musa Abdullahi, member representing Bida Bako Kacha Federal Constituency of Niger State. Honorable Saidu, please rise and move your motion.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Said Musa Abdullahi. I represent the people of Bida Bako Kacha Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm from Niger State. Mr. Speaker, in the year 2019, all through to 2020, the world experienced a major pandemic, COVID-19, that led to the closure of the global economy. And this had negative impact on economic activities and even on low-income earners. Mr. Speaker, as a result, government across the globe came up with stimulus packages in order to sustain livelihoods and lives of the vulnerable groups. Unfortunately, recovery across the globe has not been even. And it's even more worse in the case of our country because of the twin reforms embarked upon by this current administration at the onset of the administration. As a result, it has become almost impossible for Nigerians to meet up with the repayment commitment. So I'm coming up with a motion this morning under Order 805 to look at the urgent need to grant total waiver on outstanding COVID-19 survival loans for vulnerable Nigerian households and micro businesses and to restructure the SME component of the facility. Mr. Speaker, I also crave the indulgence of the House to suspend all relevant rules so that the motion will be taken this morning under the specified rule. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable David.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I still remain Ogel David Agada, member representing Oju or Bifera constituency. I'm from Benue State, the food basket of the nation, and a proud Igede son. I rise this morning to second this all-important motion of urgent public importance as moved by my colleague. I so second, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Second leg of the motion. My son that has run away from his daddy.
My father, I've returned back home last night, sir. Good morning, His Excellency, our People's Speaker, my leader in the House, and my fellow colleagues. My name is Honorable Taufik Abimbola Ajilesoro, and I represent the fantastic people of Ife Federal Constituency in Osun State. I rise this morning to second the second leg of the motions, heavily moved by my colleague, Honorable Seidu from Niger State. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Honorable Seidu, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The House notes that the federal government, through the Central Bank of Nigeria and the NISA Microfinance Bank, introduced the COVID-19 targeted credit facility during the pandemic, disbursing $419.42 billion to households, micro, small, and medium enterprises to cushion the devastating socio-economic impact of the global lockdown. Also notes that the program reached 792,936 beneficiaries nationwide, out of which 674,972 were households, and 179,964 small businesses, with women accounting for 45% of beneficiaries. Further note that the TCF was credited with creating or sustaining about 1,585,872 jobs, underscoring its significant impact on livelihoods and enterprise stability during and after the pandemic. Concerned that as of September 2023, 261.07 billion, about 62% of the loans remain unpaid, while 378.03 billion was classified as outstanding, reflecting widespread inability to repay among vulnerable households and micro enterprises. Further concerned that recent CDN surveys shows rising default rates across households and enterprise lending in Q4 2024 and Q2 2025, driven by inflation above 24%, severe food insecurity, loss of purchasing power, business closures, and shrinking household incomes. Believes that despite the high default figures reported in 2023, substantial recoveries have been made through the unplanned automatic deductions from beneficiaries' bank accounts between late 2023 and December 2025. This suggests that the current outstanding exposure may be significantly lower and therefore fiscally manageable for a structured waiver. Recognizes that the COVID-19 TCF was fundamentally a survival support loan, not a conventional business facility, as many households use the fund for essential needs such as food, shelter, healthcare, and school fees during the lockdown, making repayment unrealistic for those who have not recovered economically. Also acknowledges that Nigeria has a strong domestic precedent of leniency in the Anchor Borrowers Program, where despite its commercial nature and the default rate exceeding 50%, the federal government has repeatedly provided restructuring and partial waivers. Further recalls that loan waivers for pandemic era support align with international best practices. Countries such as the United States, Canada, Germany, South Africa, and India forgave or waived significant portions of their COVID-19 relief loans or adopted extended moratoriums recognizing the humanitarian context of the pandemic. Worried that continued automatic debits and aggressive recoveries are inflicting severe hardships on vulnerable Nigerians, risking the collapse of small businesses, worsening unemployment, and heightening social instability. commends the federal government, CBN, and NISA Microfinance Bank for the foresight shown in establishing the TCF, which provided a critical safety net during the pandemic and helped millions of Nigerians maintain basic economic stability. The House therefore resolves to hold the federal government, through the Central Bank of Nigeria, NISA Microfinance Bank, and the Federal Ministry of Finance to immediately suspend all deductions on COVID-19 intervention loans. Call on the federal government in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, the Federal Ministry of Finance, NISA Microfinance Bank, and the Central Bank of Nigeria to grant total waiver on the outstanding COVID-19 intervention loans owed by vulnerable households and micro businesses in recognition of their inability to repay under current harsh economic conditions. Mandate the Central Bank of Nigeria, NISA Microfinance Bank, and Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria to restructure repayment terms for SMEs by extending moratoriums, reducing interest rates, and spreading repayment over longer timelines in order to safeguard jobs and prevent business collapse. Direct the House Committees on Banking Regulations, Finance and Poverty Alleviation to liaise with the Central Bank of Nigeria, Federal Ministry of Finance, SMEDAN, and NISA Microfinance Bank to ensure transparent, equitable, and efficient implementation of the waiver and restructuring framework. I so submit, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Let me see from the other side. People are accusing me of not. Oh, Ishaka. Okay, I thought you will concede to. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much, our quintessential speaker with substantial values. I'm Right Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka. I speak for and on behalf of the very good people of the Ifoiwekoro Federal Constituency, and I'm from Ogun State. It's so unfortunate that I will have to rise this morning, which is out of good conscience, with the submission of my very good brother, SMA. The last time this motion came afoot, we all agreed that it should be listed as a motion on notice, so that all members would know the intent and purposes of this very motion, and members would be able to contribute. What I am not persuaded about this motion is that he has agreed that substantial numbers of people have repaid this loan, and some people refused to pay. What is the fate of those who have paid, while we are now seeking for waivers for those who have not even made any attempt to repay this loan? My fear, Mr. Speaker, is that I don't want us as a House to pass a resolution that we seem as if we did not actually evaluate what the resolutions are. People approached the bank, the central bank, the NISA. They brought cushion into the system to assist people, and they said they should repay the loan. Some people have started repaying the loans, and they will now say that those who have not repaid, we should write it off. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, it's left to the floor of the House. Members should be able to contribute. If it is the wish of the entire members of this assembly that we should go and beg and persuade that those who have not paid should not pay, so be it.
If you have any counter solution or suggestion concerning that prayer, you can move it for amendment.
It's just my contribution first, Mr. Speaker.
No, but is it part of the prayers of the motion?
Yes, sir.
So what is your stand?
My stand, Mr. Speaker, with due respect, I don't want to move any motion to counter, but my stand is that it should be able to tell us those who have paid, should they return their monies to them?
But you are supposed to take a position. You cannot just say you are neutral while you are not in support. It is either you move that we should amend that particular prayer, or
Mr.
you
Speaker,
shouldn't have just even contributed at all.
Mr. Speaker, when I started my discussion, this supposed not be a matter of urgent public importance. It's supposed to have come on motion on notice, and members will have studied it to really know the intent and purposes of what this motion is about. So I'm not really persuaded because I don't even have all these full details for me to have done any in-house investigation about it, Mr. Speaker, with due respect, sir. So I will not be able to...
Well, the good thing about it is that it is investigative. So it means the House will still have the opportunity to look at the whole entire thing, whether it is true or not true. The report that we will get at the end of the day will tell us what the position is. But if you really feel strongly that the issue of writing off the loans of those who are unable to pay, I urge you to move for an amendment. If you feel strongly that is not the right thing, you are at liberty to do so.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. As Mr. Speaker pleases, like I said, I don't have any intention of watering down this motion, but I am expecting that it's supposed to be listed so that members will have full contribution.
Yeah, you know,
Thank
but
you, sir.
Mr. Speaker has the discretion.
That's why I said,
it is out of the discretionary powers of Mr. Speaker
as you
that
please, sir.
This request is obliged.
As you please, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Honorable Dennis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Dennis Namodi Agbo. I represent the highly enterprising people of Ibueze North to Denu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Enugu State. Mr. Speaker, I just need to make an amendment to the motion, especially at the resolutions. I want to remind this House, Mr. Speaker, that there is already a standing committee in charge of this particular matter, and that is the NGKS committee, the Nigerian COVID-19 Action for Resilience and Economic Stimulus. Mr. Speaker, I think that that particular committee, which is a standing committee of this House, should be added in the committee that this matter is being referred to. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to this amendment? Any seconder? Honorable Mark Esset. Which committee is that? Committee on Health, you said?
Mr. Speaker, NGKS. Nigeria COVID-19 Action for Resilience and Economic
It's a
Stimulus.
special committee, not
Yes.
a standing committee.
It's a standing committee.
Special committee.
It's a standing committee, sir.
NGKS.
Special committee. Yes. NGKS, that's a...
It's a special
Mr.
committee,
Speaker,
not a standing committee.
The right honorable standing beside you is the chairman of that committee, and I'm the deputy
It's a
chairman.
special committee, not a standing
sir.
committee.
Thank you.
Okay, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. The People's Speaker, the Otumba one of Ikorodu. Right Honorable Mark Esset, PhD is my name. Speaking for the good people of Uyo, Uran, Nseratai, and Ibesiputan Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to second the motion for amendment of the prayers of this important motion as moved by my brother and colleague. I so second.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Any more contributions? So we go ahead and have we gotten a seconder to the motion already? Any seconder, please? Can we get a seconder? Honorable Stanley.
Thank you, the People's Speaker, my respected colleagues. I remain Honorable Adedeji Stanley Olajide. I represent the people of Ibadan Northwest, Southwest Federal Constituency of Oyo State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my colleague. I so second, Mr.
Who is
Speaker.
that colleague? You are showing?
Is the handsome man from Niger.
Thank you.
Say you do.
So those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. So this motion is referred to the committees on banking regulation, NGKS, finance, poverty alleviation, and poverty alleviation for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, I have some information which are deliberately stepped down because at the beginning we didn't have too many people here, and some of them require the attention, particularly of our very, very vibrant minority leadership. Now that they are properly constituted and sitting comfortably, I think I will go ahead and make the announcements. But before then, Honorable Kusada, let me see you.
Mr. Speaker, I think we have passed time. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Kusada, please.
What I'm going to announce, why are you preempting?
Mr. Speaker, we
I
have
thought
passed,
you wait.
We have passed announcements.
At
We
any
are
given
going into the
time,
business
using
of
my
the day.
discretionary powers, I can make announcements. You have been a beneficiary of such kind. And even now you have an information you want me to share with members. So are you also saying that I should do Thank you, honorable colleagues. One of our members, Honorable Solomon Wombo, member representing Kasina Ala Ukum Logo Federal Constituency of Benue State, and the chairman, Nigeria United Kingdom Parliamentary Friendship Group, as well as Deputy Chairman, Northeast Development Commission, has a very important announcement for us all. And the subject matter of his announcement is notification and invitation to attend the conferment of honorific chieftaincy title on him by the Tiv Traditional Council of North Central Nigeria. His message reads as follows. I'm delighted to formally notify the Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues that the Tiv Traditional Council of North Central Nigeria has graciously nominated me for the distinguished honorific chieftaincy title of Emenga I Tiv. Is it Emenga 1 Tiv? Literally translated as the Lamb of Tiv Nation, who is also an advisor to the Tiv Traditional Council and His Royal Majesty, the Third Tiv. This recognition is a profound honor and a testament to the collective efforts we have made in serving our people and contributing to the development of our communities. The conferment ceremony is scheduled to take place on 13 December 2025 in Boko, Benue State, the traditional headquarters of the Tiv Nation. It promises to be a significant cultural event, bringing together leaders, elders, friends, and well-wishers from across various sectors. In light of this, I humbly request the privilege of your esteemed presence at the ceremony. Your attendance will not only add color to the occasion, but also represent a strong gesture of solidarity and support. Thank you and God bless. With our regards, signed, Honorable Solomon Wombo. My dear brother, on behalf of the House, we are congratulating you. More feathers and more grease to your elbow. Keep the flag flying. The next announcement is coming from Right Honorable Ali Isa JC, the Minority Whip, and his message reads as follows. This is to invite all PDP members of the House to an emergency meeting today, 2 p.m. at Minority Party Meeting Room 417. Attendance is important, please. Signed, Honorable Ali JC. Honorable colleagues, I have through communications from members of Bayelsa State Caucus, and the first one is coming from Honorable Engineer Rodney E. Ambaiwe.
Order, please.
Member representing Southern Ijo Federal Constituency of Bayelsa State and Chairman Committee on Nigeria-Switzerland Parliamentary Friendship Group. His message is in respect of notice of defection from PDP to All Progressive Congress. And his message reads as follows. I wish to convey to the Honorable Speaker that I, Honorable Engineer Rodney Ibekibina Ambaiwe, MNSE, representing the good people of Southern Ijo Federal Constituency, Bayelsa State, have defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress, APC. This is to notify you, Mr. Speaker, and my dear colleagues. Mr. Speaker, this decision is born out of the division at the national level of the PDP, which has sprinkled across the various structures and state chapters of the party, creating confusion as to which faction is in charge of the party structures. With these uncertainties, it has become difficult to perform my role and effectively represent my constituency. Consequently, this decision has become pertinent to offer true representation to the good people of Southern Ijo Federal Constituency, while also contributing meaningfully to national development under the All Progressive Congress. I have conveyed my resignation to the chairman of Ward 9, Amasoma, Southern Ijo Federal Constituency, Bayelsa State. Thank you. Yours faithfully signed, Honorable Engineer Rodney Ibekibina Ambaiwe, MNSE. Is Honorable Rodney around? Is he on the floor?
Mr. Speaker, he said I should stand on his behalf.
So you're also following us. Then the next announcement, honorable colleagues, is coming from Honorable Oboku Abonsi Zibe Oforji, Chairman Committee on Basic Education Examination Bodies, a member representing Yenagua Kolo Kuma Opokuma Federal Constituency of Bayelsa State. The subject matter of this message is on defection from the People's Democratic Party. The message reads as follows. I hereby write to formally renounce my membership of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. This decision was taken after due consultation with the people of my constituency and my immediate family. We are all aware of the protracted crisis in my former party, the PDP. It's on this premise that I have decided to defect to the All Progressive Congress, APC. I remain deeply grateful to my former party, the People's Democratic Party, for the platform and the opportunities it provided me to serve in various capacities. Yours faithfully, signed, Honorable Oboku A. Oforji.
Order, please.
Honorable colleagues, even though the two members are not physically here with us, but on behalf of all the members of APC, let me congratulate them for joining the biggest, the greatest, the brightest party in Africa, APC, and wish them all the best. And I'm sure Honorable Ali Jesse, you know they are from your second state. Do you have anything to say? Or you didn't even hear the announcement I made? So I've withdrawn my statement. No, I know you have ear problem today. For obvious reasons, you can't say anything. Thank you very much, honorable colleagues. The first business of the day is presentation of 39 bills. I'll now invite the clerk to read their short titles. Where is the clerk? What's happening? Both the clerk and the deputy are not on seat. Very unusual. He's here. How can you all go out? One of you should always remain.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, Agricultural Credit Guarantee Scheme Fund Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, Alteration Bill 2025, first reading.
Honorable Isiaka, you are welcome.
National Colleges of Health Technology Commission Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, sixth Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Passport Miscellaneous Provisions Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Vocational and Skills Acquisition College, Ibadan North, Oyo State Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. National Directorate of Employment Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal College of Nursing and Midwifery, Ibadan North, Oyo State Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Nigerian Students Trust Fund Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. National Social Investment Program Agency Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Public Officers Restriction on Medical Treatment Bill 2025, first reading. Social Media's Regulation Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Roads Maintenance Agency Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Funtua Craft Village Institute Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. National Essential Energy Services Protection Bill 2025, first reading. National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, sixth Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Legal Practitioners Act Repeal and Enactment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal College of Health Technology (IGO) Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Computer Professionals Registration Council of Nigeria Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. National Institute of Interventional Radiology, Cardiology and Neurology, Maiduguri, Borno State Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Energy Commission of Nigeria Repeal and Enactment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. National Lottery Compliance Center Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Plea Bargain Registry Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Nutritionist Registration Council of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, sixth Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Guards, Private Guards Companies Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, sixth Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Chartered Sustainability Professionals Institute of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Granite and Cotton Management Board Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Institute of Entrepreneurship and Cooperative Studies Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. National Council of Traditional Rulers of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal College of Vocational and Craft Training Boloko Maiha Adamawa State Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading.
Honorable colleagues, the second business of the day is presentation of 4 reports of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions. Standing in the name of Honorable Isiaka Abiodun Akiladi, Honorable Akiladi is invited to present the reports.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. Right, Honorable Abiodun Isaac Akinlade is my name, representing Yewa South, Ikpoka Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Ogun State. I rise to move that the House do receive 4 reports of the Committee on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions on bills for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, HB 1481, HB 1805, HB 1876, and HB 2025. I do move, Mr. Speaker.
Is the Deputy Chairman of the committee around, please?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Salman Idris. I speak for Kababunu Jumu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion. I'd like to second the motion to lay this report as ably moved by my chairman. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Honorable Akiladi, please proceed and lay your reports. The first order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to amend the National Eye Center Act Cap N38, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to provide for the establishment of more specialist eye care centers and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 18th November 2025. Honorable colleagues, the second order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to establish Federal Institute of Vision and Optical Research, IREMA, Oba Ibema Ndoni, local government area of Rivers State, to provide for scientific research, development of new technologies and products in vision and optical health, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 18th November 2025. The third order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to establish the Federal College of Optometry, Odioku, Ahoda, West Oba, Ibema, Ndoni local government area, River State, to provide for courses leading to the award of designated degrees, diplomas, and certificates in optometry, ophthalmology, and related courses and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 18th November 2025. The fourth order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to amend the Orthopedic Hospitals Management Board Act Cap 010, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2024, to provide for the establishment of orthopedic hospital, Shinkafis and for a state, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 18th November 2025. The fifth order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to repeal the Nigerian Shippers Council Act, Cap N133, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and enact the Nigerian Ports Economic Regulatory Agency Act 2025 to provide for economic regulation of ports services and for related matters. The House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Wednesday, 12 November 2025. I therefore call on the House Leader to move that the 5 bills be read the third time.
Mr. Speaker, Professor Julius Ihonvere, O1 Federal Constituency, Edo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that the following bills be read for the third time. SB 524, that's the first one that has POI. It's actually SB 524. HB 586, HB 587, HB 2159, and HB 1038. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
The Minority Leader, please can you kindly second?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I rise to second the motion moved by our leader that HB 524, HB 586, HB 587, HB 2159, and HB 1038 be read the third time. I so move. Second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to amend the National Eye Center Act CAF N38 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 to provide for the establishment of more specialist eye care centers and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to establish Federal Institute of Vision and Optical Research, EREMA, Oba Egbema, in Doni local government area, Rivers State, to provide for scientific research, development of new technologies and products in vision and optical health and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to establish Federal College of Optometry, Odioku, Ahoda West, Ogba Egbema, in Doni local government area, Rivers State, to provide for courses leading to the award of designated degrees, diplomas, and certificates in optometry, ophthalmology, and related courses and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to amend the Orthopedic Hospitals Management Board Act CAP 010 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2024 to provide for the establishment of Orthopedic Hospital, Shinkafi, Zamfara State, and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to repeal the Nigeria Shippers Council Act CAP N133 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 and enact the Nigeria Ports Economy Regulatory Agency Act 2025 to provide for the economic regulation of port services and for related matters. Third reading.
All the 5 bills are read the third time and passed. The sixth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to repeal the Statistics Act number 9, 2007, and enact the Statistics Bill 2025 to enhance the responsiveness, relevance, and effectiveness of the national statistical system in the digital era, establish an improved funding mechanism, and strengthen the system to promote global competitiveness in statistical development at all levels of government and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Abbas Tajuddin and Honorable Adeboyega Nasuri Isiaka. Honorable members recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 22nd July 2025. I now invite Honorable Isiaka to move that the bill be read the second time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. My name is Boyega Isiaka. I represent the people of Yewa North.
Honorable Zach, please can you find your seat?
Federal Constituency of Ogun State. And I rise to move that a bill for an act to repeal the Statistics Act number 9, 2007 and enact the Statistics Bill 2025 to enhance the responsiveness, relevance, and effectiveness of Nigeria's statistical system be read the second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to this? Honorable Doctor, the uncommon chair.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Patrick Umar. I am the Honorable Member representing the entire people of Ikore-Ekpene, Esienudim, Oborokara Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues, I'm a proud son of Akwa Ibom State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my friend and brother, Honorable Isiaka. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable Isiaka, you may probably have to give us a kind of background information concerning this amendment bill for the members to make up their minds.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and my colleagues. Mr. Speaker, this House has been a very strong advocate of strong institutions to drive our development and growth, particularly in the face of an increasingly changing world. And one of those institutions that needs to be strengthened is Nigerian Bureau of Statistics.
Honorable Jimmy Benson, please, can you see
because of the reliability of data in influencing flow of investment, and also because of data that is also required by both the private and public sector of Nigeria to take the right decisions on investment and other decisions. So that is basically the background to this. It is to strengthen the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics such that the kind of information that will be coming from there will continue to be reliable, and people both within and outside the country will continue to rely on it to take decisions such that investments can flow to our country, and all of that. It's a 9-part, bill that we have, and it is meant to strengthen the coordination of data and statistics across all levels of government, and to enhance autonomy and professional independence of Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, and also to establish a sustainable funding mechanism for Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, all at the end of the day to give us a stronger and better performed Nigerian Bureau of Statistics that everybody can rely on. The details is in the law of, is in the bill of all of these areas. So that is the background to this. And like I said, it's in line with what we have all advocated in this chamber for stronger institutions that will be used to achieve the purpose for which we are here. So that is the background to it, and I enjoin my colleagues to allow the bill to pass, to go to the next stage in the bill passage process. Thank you very much.
Honorable colleagues, okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much once again. Our own speaking speaker, quintessential Tajuddin Abbas, PhD GCON. I am Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka, for Ikoro Federal Constituency, and I think I'm one of the happiest legislators as today stands about this bill, because it's long overdue. And permit me to even say that it started when I was the chairman of the House Committee on National Planning and Economic Development. But because it had to go through so many teething stages, and that's why it has taken a bit long, Mr. Speaker, and I want to appreciate you, appreciate my very dearest brother, who is my successor, that inherited and got to this level about this bill. One very important and key things I want my very distinguished honorable colleagues to know about this very bill is how to strengthen this institution, number one, and of course how to insulate it, that institution, from any political or external interference, so that whatever they give to us as data that can strengthen the economy and project this nation into that $1 trillion economic status, $1 trillion that all of us are hoping and dreaming at. This is one of the foundations, the springboard for such a dream. So I want to appeal that we should embrace this bill
take the ownership as if it is ours individually and collectively, so that we give it the spirit that it deserves. It's for the entire nation, irrespective of our demography. And I want to appeal that we should give it a speedy passage and up to when Mr. President should earnestly assent to this bill to become an act of the in the nation. I so submit and support, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Isiaka, for this additional contribution. Honorable members, you have been informed about the content of this bill. With your kind permission, we go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this bill go for second reading, say aye. Those against, you say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to repeal the Statistics Act number 9, 2007 and enact the Statistics Bill 2025 to enhance the responsiveness, relevance, and effectiveness of the national statistical system in the digital era, establish an improved funding mechanism and strengthen the system to promote global competitiveness in statistical development at all levels of government and for related matters. Second reading.
The seventh order of the day, bill referred to the Committee on National Planning and Economic Development for further legislative action. The seventh order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to provide for establishment of Armed Forces Medical College and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Babajimi Benson, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, November 18, 2025. I now invite Honorable Benson to move that the bill be read a second time. Should I step this bill by the leave of the House, because I could see that Babajimi Benson is busy? We can step it down to next year when he is comfortable and is convenient for him. You beg? Okay, by your grace, we oblige.
Honorable colleagues.
Go ahead.
Right, Honorable Speaker. I remain Babajimi Benson, representing the good people of Ikorodu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to request that this bill be stepped down to the next legislative hearing, Mr. Speaker. I so move.
Honorable colleagues, are you now being intimidated by what I said or what? If I will step it down, it will be to next year. And I'm sure Honorable Shoba will support that.
Right, Honorable Speaker, it's for further discussion, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this bill is stepped down by the leave of the House. The eighth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to establish Chartered Institute of Human Resources Management to make provisions, among other things, for membership and control of the profession of human resources management and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Zakaria Dauda Nyampa. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 22nd May 2025. I now invite Honorable Nyampa to move that the bill be read a second time.
Thank you, the Right Honorable Speaker, the Ian Zozo, my distinguished colleagues. I remain Dauda Zakaria Nyampa, member representing the people of Madagali, Michika Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise to seek the leave of the Speaker and the House to lead the debate on a bill for an act to establish a Chartered Institute of Human Resource Management and for other related matters. HB 2351. I so move.
Any seconder? Honorable Bapa.
Distinguished Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Aliyu Bapa Miso, member representing Miso Dembam Federal Constituency. I stand to second the motion moved by honorable colleague that the motion be read, the bill be read for second reading. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable colleague, this is an establishment bill. I think we don't need to waste any time debating on it. Whatever needs to be done can be done at the level of public hearing. So with the account permission, I'll go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this bill being read the second time say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to establish Chartered Institute of Human Resources Management to make provisions, amongst other things, for membership and control of profession of human resources management and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Commerce for further legislative action. The ninth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended to create Ikuano North and Ikuano South local governments from Ikuano local government in Abia State and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Obi Agwocha. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 30th October 2025. I now invite Honorable Agwocha to move that the bill be read the second time.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Obi Agwocha. Mr. Speaker, I represent the great people of Ikuano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to present a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended to create Ikuano North and Ikuano South local governments from Ikuano local government of Abia State and for related matter, that this should be read for second reading, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Hi, Chief. You want to second? Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleague. My name is Thomas Ireitomi. I represent the people of Warri South, Warri North, and Warri Southwest. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to support that HB 2592 should be read the second time. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable colleagues, this is a straightforward bill. The content is very, very clear. It's for the creation of an additional local government from one other local government. I think we can suspend whatever debate we may have on this until we reach the level of the constitutional review session, where every member will be given the opportunity to say one or two things about this. So with your kind permission, I will go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this bill say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended to create Ikuano North and Ikuano South local government from Ikuano local government in Abia State and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Constitution Review for further legislative action. The 10th order of the day is a motion on recommittal of the long title, Clause 8,
even these
1
days.
to F and G, and the interpretation clause of the National Examination Council Establishment Bill 2025, standing in the name of Honorable Francis Waive. Honorable Waive is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Francis A. Girogane Waive is my name, and I represent the entire people of Ugele North, Ugele South, and Udu. I'm from Delta State. I rise to move motion for the recommittal of the long title, Clause 8, IFG, and
please be attentive.
And the interpretation
otherwise, something will happen by 31st December.
And interpretation.
Honorable, are you hearing me?
And the interpretation clause of the National Examination Council NECO Establishment Bill 2025. The House knows that the National Examinations Council NECO Establishment Bill 2025 was passed by the House on Tuesday, 10 December 2024.
Honorable
also
Fred,
knows that the provisions of the long
you
title.
come to the majority side room if you want.
Clause
Honorable
2I.
I'm making an offer for you. So then you need to do the needful. Do the needful.
F and G, and the interpretation clause needs to be amended to ensure efficient performance of the function and powers of the National Examination Council Establishment Bill 2025. Cognizance of the need to rescind its decision on the National Examinations Council Establishment Bill 2025 to enhance the powers and functions of the Council, the House resolves to rescind its decision on the long title, Clauses 8 IFG, and interpretation clause, and recommit same to the Committee of the Whole for consideration and passage. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Ambarura, please can you second?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Ali Jesse. Ali Jesse.
My colleagues.
Please approach the chair.
I'm Honorable Bill Isa Ambarura, member representing Godaba Elela. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleagues, I rise up to second the motions ably moved by the chairman and my chairman, Rules and Business Committee, on the motion to the committal of the long title clause 8 IFG and the interpretation clause of the National Examination Council. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable colleagues, I think the leader of the House has an issue with this particular motion, and I will yield the floor for him to say why.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm Professor Julius Ihonvere, One Federal Constituency, Edo State. This actually is my bill. I've been working on it since the 9th House, and I have no idea as to how it came to be listed for the committal. I have not seen the document that we want to amend or adjust, and I will plead with the Chairman Rules and Business, and I've had that conversation, that we step it down for further consultations and bring it back as necessary.
Chair, did you hear? Are you okay with it?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Since it was just the title and the interpretation clause and that, I thought we could deal with it at the Committee of the Whole. It's just very minor issues.
But if the House so decide, we could, because we're not dealing with the substance of the bill itself.
But
So
I
I
don't
made
know.
that appeal. I made the appeal to the leader.
But have you really discussed about it with him? Have you agreed?
We have not.
So please go ahead and agree. You can represent tomorrow. Same thing.
All right.
Okay? Okay. This motion is stepped down by the leave of the House. The 11th order of the day is a motion on non-remittance of over 5 trillion naira operating surplus and 11 trillion naira government revenue by the Central Bank of Nigeria, standing in the name of Honorable Bamidele Salam. Honorable Salam is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Bamidele Salam, at the north, at the south, Egbedore, Ejigbo Federal Constituency of Osun State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to move a motion on the non-remittance of over 5 trillion naira operating surplus and about 11 trillion naira government revenue into the Federation account by the Central Bank of Nigeria. The House notes the strategic and statutory role of the Central Bank of Nigeria in the administration of the remitter revenue collection system established pursuant to the Fiscal Responsibility Act 2007, the Central Bank of Nigeria Act, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and other extant fiscal and financial management laws of the Federation. The House also notes that under the Fiscal Responsibility Act 2007, the Central Bank of Nigeria Act 2007, the Finance Act 2020,
Honorable Pondi. Honorable Pondi. Honorable Pondi. Please approach the chair.
Subsidiary legislation. The Central Bank of Nigeria is mandated to collect, account for, and remit all federal government revenues through the remitter platform into designated government account in a transparent, efficient manner in line with regulatory standards. Aware that the House of Representatives, through the Public Account Committee, is duly empowered by sections 85.5, 88, and 89 of the 1999 Constitution, as well as Order 20, Rule 6 of the Standing Orders of the House of Representatives, 11th edition, to consider the Auditor General's report and to conduct investigations into the general and specific areas of Nigeria's public financial management. Also aware that in the course of ongoing investigation by the Public Account Committee into the Auditor General's report for the year 2022 financial year, as well as the administration of the remitter revenue collection system by the Central Bank of Nigeria, covering the period from 1st of March 2015 to the 30th of April 2016, the committee uncovered the following. 1, that the Central Bank has an undisputed liability of 5.2 trillion naira in unpaid operating surpluses due to the federal government of Nigeria for the year ended 2016 to 2020, which has remained unremitted till date. 2, refunds of collected charges by the Central Bank of Nigeria in the following categories. A, amount collected 954,305,576.67 kobo. Amount refunded by the CBN 0 naira 0 kobo. The variation remains the same amount of 954,302,576.67, and the computed interest as monetary rate of the MPR to 27.25%, which brings the total amount due for refund after analysis to 3,283,330,305 naira 05 kobo. The third category is the discrepancy in the total collections claimed by the Central Bank of Nigeria for the period covering the implementation of the remitter system, the CBN claimed, or as per the data submitted, to have collected 8,736,481 naira 281,203.58. The Public Account Committee computed the collection from the data supplied by the Central Bank of Nigeria to be 19,834,886,731.77, leaving a difference of 11,098,385,523.19. The fourth category is the missing balance on the take-on Central Bank of Nigeria core system. Further note the discovery of a migration discrepancy amounting to 2,686,325,119.825 naira being outstanding and payable to the federal government asset recovery account. Concerned that cumulatively, the committee has uncovered that the Central Bank of Nigeria is indebted to the federal government of Nigeria to the tune of over 11 trillion naira, arising from the foregoing infractions and discrepancies. Disturbed that despite several formal communications and invitations extended to the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria by the Public Account Committee to appear, provide explanations, and remit the outstanding amount into designated government account, the Central Bank of Nigeria has failed, refused, or neglected to honor the invitations or effect the required remittances as directed by the committee. Cognizant that at a time like this, when the nation is confronted with acute revenue shortages, heightened insecurity, and pressing developmental needs, the prompt recovery of all government funds is critical for national stability and economic sustainability. Also cognizant of the constitutional mandate of the Parliament to provide oversight over public finances and to safeguard the assets and revenue of the federal government of Nigeria. The House therefore resolves to, 1, invite the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria to appear before the House of Representatives on Tuesday, 16th of December 2025 at 11 a.m. to explain the non-remittance of the identified government revenues and present a concrete plan for immediate payment of all outstanding amount into the designated federal government account. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Is that my pastor there? The only holy pastor here? Honorable Ize, are you the pastor?
Anointing today is for free.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, the Ian Zanzao, the Speaker of the People's House, 10th Assembly.
What did you say?
After seconding.
Let him move. I will give you the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for sustaining this ground. Most revered colleagues, Eze Nwachukwu Eze is my name. I represent the good people of Ebonyi, Ohuku Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from the most productive state in Nigeria, talking of Ebonyi State, led by the Human Empowerment Expert Governor. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to second this motion, assembly moved by the Chairman, Committee on Public Accounts. It's so detailed and comprehensive. Mr. Speaker, I so support.
Honorable Gali, should I address you as Honorable Dr. Comrade Gali? Is it in order?
Yes, sir, it's in order.
Thank you.
Accepted. Thank you, sir.
Please, I'll take note.
And you are my in-law, so. Yes, sir. Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I am Dr. Gali Mustafa Tijani. I represent Albasuga Ajin Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I am comrade, as mentioned by the Speaker, and I'm from Kano State, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, looking at this subject matter is all important, and we have a lot of things to handle in this Parliament currently. I think, Mr. Speaker, for us to call the CBN governor to invite him to listen to such matter, an ad hoc committee should be set up purposely to focus on this subject. Then they should report to the House where necessary. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, any seconder to this prayer? Honorable Marquesset. Comrade Honorable Marquesset.
Thank you very much, the People's Speaker, the Utumbawan. Right Honorable Mark Eset is my name, speaking for the good people of Uyo, Uran, Nsaratai, and Ibesiposita and Federal Constituency. The Speaker, I'm from Akwa Ibom State. I rise to second this well thought out amendment as proposed by my colleague. I so second.
But are you able to?
Honorable Jimmy, please, can you come? Honorable Sada, go ahead. You want to make an amendment?
Yes.
But we have not actually put to question the other one.
I just
we'll
want to contribute.
suspend that one until, is it a different amendment you want to come up with?
I want to contribute, Mr. Speaker.
Contribute.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Sada Soli, representing Jibia Keita Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kaduna State. Mr. Speaker, this motion is too revealing, and I hope Mr. President is watching the debate of this House at this moment. Mr. President should pay attention to this revelation from a committee that is a creation of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This is the only committee that is mentioned in the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, this committee is being chaired by an opposition, so I believe they will do the right thing, and I believe they have done the right thing. Mr. Speaker, the revelations in this motion are so damning, and they are contained with a lot of concern for the managers of the economy of this country. They must pay attention to this kind of reports. Mr. Speaker, I don't think this House should invite the governor of the CBN. This House should invoke Order 19, Rule 1, and Rule 2 of our order book. We don't have to waste time to invite this public officer. We summon him, invoke our rules and summon him, and we should not summon him before the House. I don't think the House should listen to him.
Honorable Sada, please, can you just pause for a while so that he will be able to give you apt attention? Sorry.
Thank you, Honorable Sada.
Oh, Mr. Speaker.
I thought you were done.
Mr. Speaker, we need to invoke Order 19, Rule 1 and 2. Instead of inviting this public officer, why should the House invite him? After all, the committee that has been charged with the responsibility to do that mentioned once, twice, not once, not twice, they have invited this public officer, an appointee of the president, disregarded the invitation of a committee, one committee that was mentioned in the Constitution of this Federal Republic of Nigeria, disregarded that, disrespected that committee, and the institution that appointed that committee. Mr. Speaker, that behavior is unacceptable to this parliament. It's unacceptable to Nigeria, and I believe and I hope Mr. President and the managers of this economy are watching, because the revelation in this motion are damning. And we should note that this motion is coming from an opposition. So I don't think it is something that we should play with. It's a wake-up call to those that manage this economy, so that at least we will try to stop this rascality. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Sada. I have already consulted with the majority and minority concerning what form of engagement we should have with the central bank governor. And we have agreed that the prayer of Honorable Gali should be sustained if the House accepts to constitute another committee that will comprise of the chairman of the Committee on Public Accounts as the chair, and all finance-related committees can be members for us to engage in for the last time. If it does not work, then we'll invoke other necessary powers of the House to see how we can compel him to come and account for all these missing monies.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I remain Baba Jimmy Benson. Mr. Speaker, we need to amend the motion by Honorable Gali to request that the ad hoc committee be populated by 3 committees: Committee on Banking, Committee on Public Accounts, and Committee on Finance. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
What of Committee on Banking Regulation?
I mentioned banking, which banking regulations? Banking regulations, finance, and public accounts.
Once we agree that an ad hoc committee should be constituted, we will now determine later who are the relevant committees to be members of that particular ad hoc committee.
Members of the committees, members of the committees on finance, members of the committees on public accounts.
I said it is not necessary to even mention. Once the House accepts that it is the best option to constitute an ad hoc committee, we can now determine who and who should be members of that ad hoc committee.
Carried.
We have a motion that we have not taken position on. So what's the best option?
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, we should please listen attentively. The sacrosanctity of this institution cannot, at whatever level of influence, be compromised because of the powerful nature of a head of an agency. Committee on Public Accounts, we are all aware, is being chaired by a qualified, competent, and committed member, Honorable Bamidele Salam. He has the capacity, likewise his members of the committee. I know them. I am not a member of Public Accounts Committee.
Honorable Jaha, we are not in any way. Hold on.
We have gone beyond that.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker.
We have gone beyond that, Honorable Jaha.
Mr. Speaker.
We are trying to strengthen him.
Yes.
Not to undermine his committee.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, we have to tell each other the truth. We have to
Honorable Jaya,
tell
there's
each
a
other
motion
the
on
truth. We
ground.
shouldn't undermine the sanctity of our
Honorable
committees.
Jaha, there is nothing like undermining.
No, sir, there is a motion on ground.
No, we have agreed with him that the best way is to add more committees to make it more powerful for him to engage, and you'll be the one to chair. There is nothing wrong with that.
Sir, what I'm trying to say, let it go where? At what committee? It's public account. No, what I'm trying to say, Mr. Speaker, what I'm trying to say is, in as much as the committee has written severally to the agency and they have not been honoring, this time around is a resolution of the House for them to appear before the committee. So you don't have to populate the committee with other functions. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is, let there be a resolution on the floor of this House forcing and compelling the agency to appear before the Committee on Public Accounts, whether they like it or not. Yes, but we cannot populate it.
Okay. Honorable Speaker. Please. Don't worry. I'll give you opportunity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Please, Mark. Please, Honorable Mark.
Thank you very much.
Please, please, maintain order. Let's allow the Deputy Chief Whip to speak. If you want to speak, we'll give you the opportunity.
Amendment.
Please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for yielding the floor to me. I want to admit that with due respect, Mr. Speaker, sir, with due respect, and to all the members on the floor here.
Please.
Please, Mr. Speaker, if this committee, as every other committees, if they had gone this far, I don't want us to frustrate them because of tomorrow, so that other committees may not bring this type of issue up again on this floor, because they know that once it is brought up, this House will now go and to set up another committee to come and do all the job they have done this far. The committee is frustrated, whereas the constitutional committee of this House, if the committee is frustrated, all that I'm appealing this House to do is to strengthen this committee.
It's okay. You have made your position known.
Amendment, Mr. Speaker.
Let's take more suggestions and then we decide on what we need to do. Honorable Shoba.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You will talk, please.
Honorable colleagues, please.
It's okay, you will speak.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Let
Distinguished colleagues.
Speak first and then we'll yield the floor to you.
Olumide Oshoba, representing Abeokuta.
Please, maintain orderliness now. Maintain orderliness. You will speak. Somebody has been recognized to speak. Let him speak first. Let him speak. We give you opportunity to speak and then we put the question.
Honorable Speaker.
Order, please. Honorable, my palace. Order, please. Get up. Please sit down.
Somebody has been recognized. Please allow him to speak. If you have anything contrary, you will be given the opportunity to speak.
If you have any issue to raise, speak through the chair, please. My palace.
Thank you, Mr.
My
Speaker.
palace.
Honorable Kabiru, please
My
can
palace.
you sit down? Can you
My
please
palace.
sit down? Please. Please. Honorable Shaba, please proceed.
Honorable colleagues, Olumide Oshoba, representing Abeokuta North, Obafemi Ode, and Odeda Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, my
That is why I
contribution
want people to be
is that
guided accordingly
the
before
Public
we put
Accounts
the question.
Committee is a constitutional committee, and is a constitutional committee,
whether it should or
and
not.
its functions are clearly stated in our rule book. And the Public Accounts Committee, being a constitutional committee, should be allowed to conclude its job. Thank you so much.
Order! Oh my God. Order, please.
Honorable Kumo, you are not doing your work.
Please, sir.
You are not doing your work. Honorable Kumo.
Order, please. Please be sit down. Please sit down.
Somebody has been identified to speak. Allow him to speak.
Mr. Speaker, please.
Let him speak, and then if you have anything contrary, you'll be given the opportunity. We're honorable members. We don't need to be shouting against each other. Is Honorable Choba not going to talk?
Honorable David Agada.
Honorable Choba.
Honorable Agada.
Order, please.
Order, please.
Order, please. Honorable colleagues. Honorable Kumo, please go and maintain orderliness now.
Point of order,
Please
Mr.
sit
Speaker.
down, honorable colleagues. It is a very simple matter. We have two suggestions. One is to allow the Public Accounts Committee to lead, to continue. The other position is to constitute an ad hoc committee with the Public Accounts Committee. Hold on. Those are the two options. We will put the question. If you are not in agreement, you negative it. That's all.
Let me withdraw my speaker. Let me withdraw.
We negative it.
Let me withdraw my speaker.
Point of order.
Let me withdraw, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order.
Let me withdraw, Mr. Speaker.
Please sit down. We cannot be acting as if we're in the market. Please. We are an honorable house. It's a suggestion by a member. Whether it is good, okay for you or not, you are at liberty to state your position.
Allow me to withdraw.
It's simple. Let's just go.
He doesn't need to withdraw it. You can veto it. Eh? You want to withdraw? Do you want to withdraw it?
Okay, right honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Dr. Ganis Jani. Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry that I have brought this amendment in a good light.
Please be seated, please.
And it has generated a big controversy. My intention, Mr. Speaker, let me tell you this. Some chairman of the committee has lost respect from the agencies they are supervising. If you change a pace, you can get that attention. That's my reason, that's my intention. But Mr. Speaker, in the light of this, I'm hereby withdrawing that amendment to report this matter to the standing committee. Thank you.
I couldn't hear Honorable Gali very well. Is he saying that he has withdrawn the amendment? Has he withdrawn? Okay, fantastic. So let's get a seconder to the motion. Anyone to second? Honorable Akin
right
Alabi,
here.
please kindly second.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. No, we are with the seconding the withdrawal of the amendment. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, and honorable Akin Alabi. I hereby second the withdrawal of the amendment by my honorable colleague.
No, there has not been any amendment. He has withdrawn the amendment.
Okay, so let me amend. I want to say. Honorable Speaker, the House do resort to no. So let me make a fresh amendment. Mr. Speaker, I hereby rise to amend the motion that the House resolve to move the investigation to Public Accounts Committee.
Before the House.
Amendment.
The man should be summoned.
Order, please.
Amen.
Honorable Akin. Honorable Akin. Honorable Akin. Order, please. Are you not attending? Honorable Akin. Akin Alabi. Did you move for to amend or to second? Are you amending? What did you move for? Is it to amend or to second?
No, to second. It should appear.
Kero.
The man should appear. Let him appear.
I thought the position of the House is to maintain the status quo.
Yes, maintain the prayer
By who? Okay, sorry. I think Honorable Eze has already seconded the motion earlier. Oh, fine. It is, if you read it objectively, public account will still be the ones. I think so.
So we have to
Honorable Salam,
is
it not you that has been referred to based on the motion as it is? It is you now.
As it is. Not as it is.
Is this suggesting that you
not
go
as
to
it
anyone?
is. There must be an amendment, Mr. Speaker. As it is does not ask for public admin. Yeah.
Oh, now to
there
refer
has
to
be
the
an
committee.
amendment.
Okay.
Move the amendment. So what's the
I will
amendment?
move the amendment. Don't mind, I will move.
No, you have to say.
The committee invited him.
Hey, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Amendment.
Honorable colleagues.
Please sit down.
Amendment, Mr. Speaker.
If
Mr.
it is not
Speaker.
what you want,
Yes.
you have the opportunity to
Mr.
veto
Speaker.
it. But don't be shouting people who have contrary opinions to what you have. That's not democratic. Anyone who has any amendment to make is free to do so, but you have the power to accept or reject. So what's the big deal? Please go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, Ahmed Jahab Baba is my name. I represent Chibok, Dambua, and Goza Federal Constituency. I rise to amend the motion honorably moved by Honorable Bami Dele Salam to read as follows: that the House do resolve to compel the CBN governor and to summon the CBN governor and relevant agencies involved to appear before Committee on Public Accounts unfailingly. That is our position. Yes. Yes.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues. Order, Mr. Speaker. You have nothing to worry. Honorable colleagues. Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues.
It's not his fault.
Mark Eze, please can you sit down?
We agreed to invite him to come here. Only
Order, please. Honorable colleagues, honorable colleagues, can you please sit down? Honorable colleagues, Honorable Jimmy Benson. Honorable Jimmy, please can you sit down? Please go and sit down. Order, please. Honorable Ali Jesse. Order, please. Please can you sit down? Honorable Mepalas. Order, Honorable please. Mark Esset. I'm disappointed with you. Mark Esset. Mark Esset. Order, please. Honorable Amobi, can you sit down, please? I am disappointed with our conduct. We are more than that. Honorable colleagues, we are more than that. We cannot resolve issues among ourselves democratically. We have to resolve into shouting and
insulting each other. We are more than that. Honorable Mark, Honorable Kabiru, this is very unparliamentary. What we are doing is not the right thing. If somebody brings an unpopular amendment, we are at liberty to allow him to land. At the end, we hold the power because it will be put to question. If you know you are having majority, it will be killed there. So what is the point of you always shouting as if putting that question will take away a right that belongs to you? We shouldn't be acting like this. We are before the world seeing us. This is not the behavior of an honorable member. We need to desist from this. We have nothing to show if we continue on this kind of level. We are not helping ourselves. We are telling the world that we are not what we are supposed to be. It's a very simple issue. If you are not in agreement with a position taken by a member, you reserve the right when the question is put for you to say nay. You are not in support. And the nay will carry if they are the ones on the majority. Do you need to be shouting to get your way? It's not supposed to be so. Please let us stop this. Honorable Marquez said, I'm warning you. If you don't stop this behavior, believe me sincerely, and Honorable Kabir Mepalas will take you to ethics. I do not want to set an example in this house, but you are trying to force me to. If we continue to behave or rule in this house, I swear to God, we will start doing what we need to do. Please. So, honorable colleagues, I think we have a position. And the position is somebody moved for amendment. Allow him to make. We get a seconder. If it is not your wish, kill it. Whatever you want, if you have the numbers, you get it. There is nothing extraordinary about these issues. There is nothing controversial. So please, let us take, are you still moving for that amendment? What is the amendment so that we get somebody to second? Did you move it?
Have you moved it? Yes, I've already moved it, except if you want me to repeat.
Should you move it?
So what did you move? What is the amendment?
Ahmed Jaha Babao is my name. I represent Chibok, Dambua, and Goza Federal Constituency. I rise to amend the motion ably moved by Honorable Bamidele Salam for the House to resolve to compel the CBN governor, to summon the CBN governor and relevant agencies involved to appear before Committee on Public Accounts unfailingly.
Any seconder to this amendment? Honorable colleagues, if you don't like it, you have the option. You can voice your own position on this. Yes, Honorable Alabi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Akin Alabi. I represent the good people of Egbedo and Federal Constituency and from Oyo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the amendment ably moved by Honorable Jah. I so second.
Honorable colleague, this is the moment. You are at liberty. If you don't like what they are proposing, hear your own opinion, and the majority will carry the day. So I put the question. Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. Nay. I will put it again. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. Nay. The ayes have it. So this motion Honorable colleagues, let's put the question.
Order, please, order.
Honorable colleagues, order, please, order. Honorable Saidu.
No, they are not. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Honorable Said Musa Abdullahi. I represent the people of Bida, Bako Kacha Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm from Niger State. Mr. Speaker, honorable
Please,
colleagues.
Honorable Mascot. Honorable Mascot. Honorable Jimmy. Please, let's be orderly. Let's be orderly, please. Let's listen to his amendment, please.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, considering the importance of the motion and the interest it has elicited from members, I want to propose an amendment that will give CBN and relevant stakeholders ample time. Calling them on the 16th, I think, is too short a time. I want to propose that we give them ample time. I understand that there is this concern that we will be going on break, but it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that is worth doing well. Let's give them the ample time for them to prepare and make a presentation that will be worthwhile. So I want to propose that we change the date from 16 to probably a date in January so as to give them ample time.
No. Any seconder? Anyone to second? Is there anyone seconding this? No? Then let's put the question, please.
No seconder, no seconder.
Those in support of this motion as amended, say aye.
Withdrawn.
Those in support of this motion as amended, say aye.
No seconder.
Not his own. Those against you say nay. We are not talking about his own. We are talking about the substantive motion as amended. We have not, because his own has not gotten a seconder. So I put the question again. Those in support of this motion as amended say aye. Aye. Those against you say nay. The ayes have it. So this motion has been referred to the Committee on Public Accounts for further legislative action. The 12th order of the day is a motion on the need to support the decentralization of ports or operations in Nigeria, standing in the name of Honorable Thomas Ere-Twemi. Honorable Thomas is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My dear colleague, I remain Ere-Twemi Thomas. I represent the people of Warri South, Warri North, and Warri Southwest. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Delta State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to move on the need to support the decentralization of port operation in Nigeria. The House notes that the Nigeria Port Authority (NPA) recently issued policies to transfer specific operational activities from the Lagos and the Tikan Island ports to Delta ports in Warri, Koko, Brutu, and Sapele, citing congestion, infrastructure strain, and the need to revive the underutilized port. Also note that the improvement achieved at the Warri port at Warri, Koko, Brutu, and Sapele port include dredging of the Warri Escravos Shadow, rehabilitation of quarry wall, underwater corrosion survey, vessel traffic system upgrade, the new handling equipment procurement, alongside the concessions approved by the National Councils of Privatization and the Bureau for Public Enterprise. Further note that the policy aligns with the long-standing federal government objective to decongest Lagos port by distributing maritime traffic more evenly across the country, hereby reviving the underutilized port in the Niger Delta and the Eastern Corridor to diversify economic assets. reduce regional imbalance, and reposition Nigeria as a competitive maritime hub in West Africa. Aware that Warri, Cocoa, Bruto, and Sapele ports pose a significant maritime capacity with strategic proximity to industrialize commercial cluster across the southeast, south-south, and the north-central zone. Concerned that the excessive concentralization of maritime activities in Lagos port has reduced in chronicle congestion, logistic bottleneck, delayed cargo clearance, high demurrage and port charges, several gridlock, and high logistic costs borne by businessmen nationwide. Worried that Nigeria continues to incur high operational costs and suffer national economic loss due to overdependence on Lagos port, despite the presence of the viable and underutilized facilities in Warri, Cocoa, Bruto, and Sapele port. Cognizant that the strategic reductions of the port activities will enhance national trade, competitiveness, stimulate economic activities, create jobs, promote maritime security, enhance equitable regional development, and advance national decentralization objective, and fully leverage the Delta Port Corridor will attract investment flow and improve Nigeria's competitiveness in global trade. The House therefore resolved to, 1, urge the federal government to support the redistribution through the complementary investment in rail, inland waterway, and road connectivity, linking the various Delta ports to major trade and industrialized zones. 2, also urge the Nigeria Port Authority to expedite the decentralization and optimizations of the national port operation by relocating designated operation from the Lagos to Warri, Cocoa, Bruto, and Sapele port under a structural fix and data-driven framework consistent with global practice in the port planning and maritime logistics. 3, mandate the Committee on Port and Harbour to ensure compliance and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, I so move.
Honorable Fred.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. Agbedi Yetiemne Frederick is my name. I represent Sagbama Keremo Federal Constituency. Izonkeme, I'm from Bayelsa State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion, ably moved by my colleague, Retomi. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. Let's have it. This motion is referred to the committees on ports and harbors for further legislative action.
Good afternoon, honorable colleagues. The 13th order of the day is a motion on indiscriminate sale of land and public assets in Federal Housing Authority, FHA, ENL Estate, Guzape. This is standing in the name of Honorable Sosa Iyawe. Honorable Iyawe is invited to move the motion. Honorable Iyawe, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Honorable Esosa Yahweh, representing Red Dove Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker, from Edo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move a motion on the indiscriminate sales of lands and public assets in Federal Housing Authority, ENL Estate in Gusape.
Mr. Speaker, the House notes that the Federal Housing Authority Paradise Hill Estate Gusape, built in collaboration with the ENL Consortium, is a unique development, well planned, in an exquisite layout and good topography, surrounded by hills for security and fully sold out. The House also knows that having sold these buildings, the developers are indiscriminately mining the hills.
Please, what is your point of order, sir?
Mr. Speaker, my name is Aliu Bafo Misau, representing Misau Demba Federal Constituency. The motion has not been seconded, and he just started reading the motion, sir.
The motion? Honorable, it's not a public importance. It's a motion on notice. All right. Thank you. So go ahead, you are protected.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. The House is cognizant that the hills loses its texture during the rainy season and creates mudslides to make some of the estate roads impassable. The House is concerned that heavy rainfall will exacerbate the already precarious situation of estate roads and adjoining houses, while the daily mining activities are causing tremors in Gusape and its immediate environment, undermining the structural integrity of the buildings in the location. Mr. Speaker, the House is worried that indiscriminate mining of the surrounding hills is a threat to government estates in Gusape and private properties with consequential loss of lives. The House is also worried that most of the estates in FCT, like FHA, ENL, Consortium, go off-plan, allocating areas not within the original master plan while selling to prospective buyers. Mr. Speaker, the House resolves to urge the Federal Capital Development Authorities to provide clarification and monitor development of the Federal Housing Authority, Paradise Hill Estate, Gusape, and other estates in the Federal Capital Territory. The House also mandates the Committee on Public Assets, Housing and Habitat, and FCT to investigate and halt all further allocation and development of plots not in the master plan of FHA-ENL estate in Gusape and other government estates in FCT. Mr. Speaker, I shall move.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. I will want you to second. My in-law.
Distinguished Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Aliu Bafo Misau, representing the wonderful people of Misau Dabam Federal Constituency. My in-law, I stand to second the motion moved by my honorable colleague. I so second.
Thank you very much. It's a straightforward motion. I'll just put the question. Those in support of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on Public Assets, Housing and Habitat, and Federal Capital Territory. Honorable colleagues, the 14th order of the day is a motion on a call for the review and reform of the contributory pension scheme to enhance retirees' welfare, standing in the name of Honorable Afupe Moruf Afolabi. Honorable Afolabi invited to move the motion. Honorable Afolabi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Afolabi Afupe Moruf. I represent the premier local government in Nigeria, Abeokuta South. I'm from Ogun State, the gateway to Nigeria. I rise this afternoon to move a motion to call for the review and reform of the contributory pension scheme to enhance retiree welfare. The House notes that the contributory pension scheme established under the Pension Reform Act of 2024 and amended in 2014 was designed to secure retirement benefits for Nigerian workers through contribution from employers and employees. Aware that the pension fund are managed by pension fund administrators under supervision of the National Pension Commission to ensure regular and reliable pension payment to retirees. Worried that despite the aim of the contributory pension scheme Most retirees are faced with hardship due to mega pension payments, resulting in widespread poverty among our senior citizens. Worried that despite the aim of the contributory pension scheme, most retirees are faced with hardship due to mega pension payment, resulting in widespread poverty among senior citizens. I've mentioned that. Observe that the structure of the contributory pension scheme limits retirees to receiving only 25% of total pension savings as a lump sum, with the remaining 75% retained by pension fund administrators for investment, yielding disproportionately low return. The stop that the contributory pension scheme has failed to address the harsh economic reality faced by retirees, such as increased inflation and living costs, alongside the lack of transparency in pension fund management, which has led to distrust among retirees. Also, the stop that the disparity between the treatment of retirees under the contributory pension fund and defined benefit scheme raises concerns of equity and fairness. The House resolved to urge the Ministry of Labour and Employment to collaborate with the stakeholders to reform the contributory pension scheme, aiming for a fair, sustainable, and dignified pension system. 2, urge the National Pension Commission to enhance oversight of pension fund administrators by imposing stricter regulation and transparency measures, ensure equitable returns on investment, prioritizing the interests of retirees and to implement measures to provide retirees with greater control and flexibility over their pension funds. 3, further urge the National Pension Commission to address non-remittance of pension contribution by employers, impose strict penalties and ensure full compliance, and also mandate the Committee on Pension to investigate the inadequacies of pension fund administrators and challenge effective pension fund administration and intelligence to ensure effective coordination and sustain security presence in affected areas and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Let's have Honorable Kafilat second this.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Respected colleagues.
Honorable turn off your mic. Thank you.
My name is Kafilat Ogbara. I represent Kushofe Federal Constituency, and I'm from Lagos State, the Center of Excellence. I rise this afternoon to second the motion ably moved by Honorable Afolabi Afuakwe. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Again, straightforward motion. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on Pension. Before I read, before we go to the 15th order of the day, there's a letter from Mr. President. Please permit me to read the letter from Mr. President. Dear Honorable Speaker of the House, submission of the Federal Government of Nigeria's 2026 to 2028 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper. It is with pleasure that I forward the 2026 to 2028 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper, MTEF and FSP, for the kind consideration and approval of the House of Representatives. The 2026 to 2028 MTEF and FSP was approved during the Federal Executive Council meeting of December 3rd, 2025. As the 2026 budget of the federal government will be prepared based on the parameters and fiscal assumptions of the approved 2026 to 2028 MTEF and FSP, I seek the cooperation of the National Assembly for expeditious legislative action on the submission. Please accept, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable members, the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Bola Ahmed. Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This letter is referred to Committee on Finance to look into it. Honorable colleagues, the 15th order of the day is a motion on need to determine the boundaries between communities in Abugoeze, Oji local government area and Orumba North local government area of Anambra State. And this is standing in the name of Honorable Anayo Onwebu. Honorable Onwebu is invited to move the motion. Is not around. Motion stepped down by the leave of the House. The 16th order of the day is a motion on a court to declare January 15 as national holiday in honor of Nigerian Armed Forces, standing in the name of Honorable Sesi Oluwashun Wingan. Honorable Wingan is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, my right honorable Speaker. I rise today to move a motion call to declare January 15 as a national holiday in honor of the Nigerian Armed Forces. The House notes that for decades, the Nigerian Armed Forces have made extraordinary sacrifices to defend the nation's sovereignty, protect citizens, confront threats, and maintain peace both domestically and internationally. Their qualities of courage, discipline, and professionalism are a lasting source of national pride. The House also notes that is observed nationwide as Armed Forces Remembrance Day, commemorating the end of the Nigerian Civil War in 1970 and dedicated to honoring fallen heroes, celebrating serving personnel, and recognizing the service and resilience of veterans who continue to contribute to national development. The House is aware that declaring January 15 a national holiday would institutionalize national remembrance, create a unifying civic tradition, and strengthen the bond between Nigerians and the men and women of the armed forces whose sacrifices uphold our freedom, security, and democratic order. The House is also aware that over 70 countries across the world, including the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, India, Australia, and New Zealand observes national holiday dedicated to armed forces or fallen heroes, ensuring sustained public awareness, civic education, and national unity rooted in shared history and gratitude. The House is worried that the absence of a designated national holiday limits citizens' participation in wreath-laying ceremonies, remembrance parades, military honor events, school-based civic lessons, and community-led tributes, thereby weakens national consciousness of military history, reduces opportunities for intergenerational learning, and diminishes public recognition of the sacrifices that secure the nation. The House is concerned that most Nigerian youths are unaware of the symbolism and historical weight of January 15, thus contributing to a gradual cultural disconnect between civilians and military families. The House recognizes that honoring the armed forces through national holiday would promote deeper national identity, patriotism, and collective appreciation for military service, support the mental and educational well-being of veterans who battle post-traumatic stress, physical disabilities, and assuring them that their sacrifices are not forgotten and the nation stands with them. The House is cognizant of the importance of the Nigerian Armed Forces in addressing security challenges, including insurgency, terrorism, kidnapping, banditry, illegal bunkering, piracy, and communal violence. National recognition of their role enhances morale, fosters unity and among personnel, and increases public awareness of their responsibilities in maintaining national security. The House is convinced that declaring January 15 A national holiday will promote national pride, unity, historical memory, and civic discipline in line with the values upheld by the Constitution, including Section 14(2)(b), which affirms that the security and well-being and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. The House thereby resolves to 1. Urge the federal government to declare January 15 as a national public holiday in honor and celebration of the Nigerian Armed Forces, to institutionalize national remembrance and strengthen civic appreciation of the sacrifices made by military personnel. Lastly, mandates the committees on defense, interior, and legislative compliance to liaise with the Federal Ministry of Interior and relevant stakeholders to ensure timely implementation and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Adeyemi Ali Taufik is my name. I represent the good people of Motion 1, Federal Constituency in Lagos State. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise this day to second the motion as moved by my brother and colleague from Lagos, Honorable Chelsea from Badagry constituency. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, I so second. Thank you. Thank you very much. Honorable Jimmy, this boys on your committee. Are you comfortable with this motion? Or you have anything to say? Honorable Jimmy. So it falls under your...
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. I believe this motion could not have come at a better time. It has come at a time when our military have shown exemplary strength, exemplary leadership, exemplary courage. Mr. Speaker, our military represents people who live amongst us. They are sisters, they are brothers, they are our cousins, and they are one of us. So, Mr. Speaker, anything that will be done to recognize, to enjoy, to recognize, to uplift their morals, I am on all fours with that. So accordingly, Mr. Speaker, I have no other option but to fully endorse this very credible motion ably moved by the man from Badagry. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Jah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. I'm a Jah Hababa of Chibok Dambogo, the federal constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I insisted to talk because I'm a son of a veteran of the Nigerian Army. My father's army number is 63 NA 2012-17.
You mean you memorize it?
In fact, let me start by commending the mover of the motion.
You mean you memorize it? That's
yes,
good.
I have to memorize because it's the only court I use for my father to recognize that I'm the person talking behind a curtain. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell, I must commend the mover of the motion for doing the motion for our parents. For Army Day to be recognized as a public holiday is one of the best things this country can do for our fallen heroes on one hand and the living heroes on the other hand. So I thank you very much for supporting the motion. I just rise up to appreciate members. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Etabeni, you have something to say? I thought I had contribution around here. Okay, yes, 1 minute. And then I'll come to you.
Good afternoon,
Chairman Works.
Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Engineer Dominic Ifan Chukwokafo, still representing the good and the bad people of Agota Federal Constituency, including the governor of that state, Professor Chukuma Charles-Soludo. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I want to join my voice in commending the mover of this motion.
I hope the governor is hearing how much you praise him whenever you stand up to talk here.
Of course.
Election is coming, so he must hear this.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues,
in as much as I commend the mover of this motion, but I think that there are more other ways to encourage the foreign heroes, both the serving and the retired military. We already have too many public holidays. I think, in as much as I'm not trying to water down the bill or I'm not trying to support the public holidays, I believe there are other ways to encourage the families of our. The other day we have police pensioners blocking the entrance to the National Assembly. And there are some other military pensioners suffering. I think we should, be more concerned about their welfare rather than playing, to the gallery by having a public holidays.
All right. You can bring a motion on that. So let's stay with the subject matter of this motion. You can bring an extra motion on the welfare of the military. But for now, this is recognition, to celebrate them, the fallen heroes. All right? There could be another motion that will talk about their welfare.
It's okay, noted.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleague, once again, Honorable Akin Alabi, representing the good people of Egbedo Federal Constituency. I'm from Oyo State. While I want to commend my dear brother, Honorable Cecil, for bringing up this motion, I will urge him to follow up by actually bringing up a bill to amend the Nigerian Public Holidays Act. If he amends that so that we can include that as a public holiday, we'll be able to move fast. A motion is nice, but to institutionalize it and to make it good from our side from the parliament, I will urge him to bring it up as a bill. Thank you.
Okay, the final one to speak, Honorable Eze. Make it 1 minute too.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Most revered colleagues. Eze, Nwachukwu Eze is my name. Denyi Onyolawan of Agila Land. Mr. Speaker, I represent the good people of Ebonyi, Ohuku Federal Constituency. I'm from Ebonyi State, the most productive state with a governor that is the human capital development expert, Onwo Ferekwe. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to support the motion ably moved by our brother to dedicate a date as a public holiday to celebrate our fallen heroes. Mr. Speaker, no matter the number of public holidays we've had in Nigeria, these are men who sacrificed all their lives. Now they are no more with us. I think it will be expedient and something worth doing if a date is dedicated for their remembrance as a public holiday. For example, traditionally, in my place, and I know it cuts across every tribe in Nigeria, we have a date we celebrate our dead fathers. In the Christian faith, in the Catholic Church, they have a day they call the All Saints. Saints are not people who are alive. They are people who are dead. So both religiously, traditionally, or culturally, it is already in us. So when we bring it as a national day to remember our fallen heroes, I think it's something worth doing. That will not stop putting it as a bill. But for now, our brothers who are still serving, our fathers, our relatives who are still serving in the army, we know that the parliament, the people's house, the Nigerians, no matter how difficult, how hard, or hazardous the job may be, we still have them at heart. So I wholeheartedly support this motion and ask my colleagues that we give it a unanimous support. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. I just put the question. Those in support of the motion say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. But there's an piece of advice that came from Chairman Works. I think you should use that advice also come up with a bill for the amendment of the Public Holidays Act so that we can include it there. All right? The 17th order of the day is consideration of a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Art Cap A12, Laws of Federation of Nigeria, 2004, as amended to change the name of Federal College of Agricultural Technology, Benue State, to Federal College of Agriculture and Technology, Ojapo, Opialo, Ojapo, Benue State, and for related matters. The members will recall that the bill was committed to the Committee of the Whole on Wednesday, 22nd October, 2025. Leader, if he's here, is asked to move for his consideration.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the leader.
What is the point of order?
Point of order.
Yes, what is the point of order, please?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Kabiru Amadou Mepales is my name. Kabiru Amadou Mepales is my name. I represent Gusau's IP Federal Constituency. I'm from Zamfara State. Mr. Speaker, I want to come under Order 6, Rule 1, 2, 3, matter of consideration of reports. Mr. Speaker, we have almost 8 very vital reports here. And these reports, especially report number 17 that has to do with electoral matters, is a report that concerns every 3 of us, honorable members that are on this House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this kind of matter, historically, time is given for members to mobilize members to know actually exactly what is on ground, especially considering the bulky, how the nature of the document, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to move a motion that this consideration of a report should step down so that members can have ample time to digest about the matters here, so that, and again, if we are to reschedule at any time, Mr. Speaker, it's supposed to be the first agenda of that particular day, Mr. Speaker. So I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Doctor, you want to say something? Okay, doctor, and then I'm moving. Oh, okay. It's a point of order.
My name is Dr. Gali Mustafa Tijani. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second this motion raised by Honorable Mepalas because of the sensitivity nature of it, and I accepted everything that Mepalas says. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so second.
I think this point of order is being mixed as a motion at the same time that it is important that this very important document be considered when the House is more than this. And as a very good observation in my thinking, but it's subject to the House. You know, I'm only presiding. So I'll just throw the question. Those in support that we step down consideration till tomorrow, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. All consideration for today is hereby step down till tomorrow. Please, leader move. Is tomorrow not good? You want it Tuesday? Honorable Sada, let me hear you, please.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's a matter of privilege that was raised on the floor. And that matter affects every one of us, including my honorable speaker, sir. And historically, dealing with electoral amendment bill is usually well announced, information is given far ahead to members, and time is allotted for it, so that every other issues can be decided at the time that has been allotted. What has not been concluded, we take it the other day. That has always been the
okay.
practice,
Are you suggesting Tuesday?
That has been the precedence. So, Mr. Speaker, I think saying it tomorrow, I don't think is. When this document was shared here, I think we have the quorum, even though we started with a quorum, but we have the quorum of the House. A number of our members didn't get this, and tomorrow there may be another privilege.
So what is your prayer?
This document.
What are you praying?
So what I'm praying is, Mr. Speaker, with the leadership, see if we can push these things to next Tuesday, within the time, the week, ample time is given to members. Tuesday is the first sitting day.
Good one.
Then you have tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think that will be sufficient for members to go through this document.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I would like us to second, but I want you to know time is of the essence. It is important that we sort it out by this next week because you need to go for assent, and this document you're making now is a document that is going to be used for the next election. So it is important that if we say we're doing it on Tuesday, that we have a full house and we do it on Tuesday so that it will start the movement towards making it a piece of document that will help us in our election. Well, Chairman Roos, are you in support of this extension to Tuesday?
Yeah, I agree, Mr. Speaker, except that we have circulated these soft copies for over a week. So members have ample time. But I agree with the Tuesday. Today we are doing the hard copy, but members have had soft copies for over a week. So
okay, thank you very much. Chairman Electoral Affairs, please, let's hear what you have to say.
Yes, in fact, I was surprised when members said they've just seen it for the first time because we were even supposed to have taken it yesterday. Yes. It was on the other paper yesterday. So we ought to have taken it. So I think it's better we take it tomorrow because next week we don't...
Okay, Chairman, let us not push members. Members, if they vote for Tuesday, let's stay with that Tuesday, give them ample time to go through the document. It's a bulky document. Please kindly bear with us.
All right. Okay, sir.
All right. So let me ask those in support that we amend.
Mr. Speaker, before the amendments.
We have to rescind our resolution now so that you can amend it to read Tuesday instead of tomorrow.
Mr. Speaker, it's a simple issue. We step down consideration of this report till Tuesday next week.
Thank you very much. Only the electoral matter. Yes. But the other things on the consideration will come up tomorrow. But the electoral matter, Tuesday. Is that what you wanted to highlight, Honorable Kenga? That's what you wanted to highlight? Put on your mic, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Kengi Mugochinye. You know, they gave us this paper. We took it, I think, a day before yesterday or so. So some of us have started reading it. What I'm saying is that Tuesday is going to even be more rad with people trying to find their way to travel. Sir. If we can do Thursday, we can start from Thursday. Clerk can send message to members today. If we consider it important, we've been working on this document for since. We can start with Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday will be a bit more closer, and there's so much pressure, sir. Which Thursday? Tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow.
Tuesday is not bad. This is Honorable Kenga. Honorable Kenga, maybe you have started reading. Some members have not started reading. Let's give them this weekend to read. Let me ask the question. Those in support that we extend it to Tuesday for electoral matters? Huh? Oh, seconder, yes, please go ahead and second.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues, my name is Barrister Muhammad Bello Shehu, representing the people of Fege Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kano State, and I rise to second this particular amendment that this particular consideration should be moved till Tuesday next week. I so second.
All right. Those in support of this motion that have been seconded, that we extend the consideration or move it to step it down till Tuesday next week, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Consideration of the electoral affairs related issues, the report will be done Tuesday next week. It is important to note also, Chairman, Rules and Business, that you bring it earlier than later on that Tuesday. The other paper should be light to enable us go into it as quickly as possible when we still have the full house. And then the clerk, please make sure that you advertise this on our platform, pin it so that every member will read it on the platform between now and Tuesday. Carried? All right, we are done with that. Please, Chairman, Rules and Business, move that the House adjourn to tomorrow, same time. Oh, Leader, move that the House do adjourn till tomorrow, same time, same place.
Thank you very much, our quintessential speaker with substantial values. Right Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka, acting as the leader of the House today. Having exhausted all that we had on the order for today and stepping down a few orders that we are not trying to take, I'm compelled to rise to tell us that we should adjourn the sittings till tomorrow, same time, same venue, Thursday.
Thank you very much. Minority, please. Second.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name remains Honorable Amobi Godwin Oga. I represent Nigerians through the good people of Isukwato and Umunnochi Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, I stand and representing the minority leader to second the motion ably moved by the leader of the House. I so second.
Thank you. Those in support of the motion that we adjourn sitting tomorrow, same time, same place, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The House is hereby adjourned to tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a lovely evening.
in an ci a appreciation